Salute, 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 salute. Salute, 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 salute. What's going on? Give me a minute, people. Okay, okay. Salute to all my peoples. Salute, 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 salute. A couple more people come in the chat. See that we live. What's going on? What's going on, people? Elizabeth Martinez, how you doing? Like, subscribe to the channel. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. You, subscribe to the channel. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. You already did? Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. That's what's up. That's what's up. What's going on with Tank? What's going on with Tank? Alex, what up, bro? What's good with you? Like, subscribe to the channel, man. I'm trying to get up to 1,000 subs. Like, subscribe to the channel. I appreciate it. What's going on with Tank, man? With the, I just can't believe all this time we all been waiting to see what Tank gonna do, and he's doing an exhibition. Unbelievable. That's unbelievable. How are you doing an exhibition when you still have Shakur Stevenson, you have Devin Haney, you have Teofimo Lopez, you have a bunch of guys sitting around waiting to fight you, Tank, and you do a fucking exhibition. Unbelievable. It's just unbelievable. But I'm not talking about, you see, I didn't name Roach because Tank clearly stated he wasn't fighting Roach next. If you go back and look in his press conference, he clearly stated that after the fight. They asked him, did he want, was Roach next? And he said, I wanted to be next. And then he went on to say, no, it's not next. I won't be fighting Roach no time this year. Tank said that out his mouth. That's what he said. So he said he won't be fighting Roach. But people was coming up with August 16th and all this crazy stuff. And I just couldn't believe it. Because who said that? Tank never said he was fighting Roach. But that's not my thing tonight. My thing is him fighting an exhibition with Jake Paul, Logan Paul, one of them guys. Why would you do an exhibition and then go retire? But it makes sense. It makes sense when you think about it. But I just didn't think Tank was gonna go out like that. I really didn't see that coming. Pause. I didn't see that. I didn't think Tank was going. I just didn't think Tank was going to fight an exhibition fight before he leave the sport of boxing. If he leave, I thought at least he was going to fight Shakur. I really thought that was next, sometime in the future, the very end of this year or the very beginning of next year. I thought he'd be fighting Shakur Stevenson. It's it don't make no sense at all. It don't make sense. It might make money sense to Tank, but when it comes down to the fans and to the sport of boxing, it don't make any sense at all. It's like I was just saying yesterday how these fighters, man, they divas. They divas, man. Now I just went over Tank career. I'm not saying Tank. I'm not gonna say Tank because Tank used to always say, if you guys remember, he always used to say, I fight anybody they put in front of me. That was that was his thing. I fight anybody they put in front of me. But whoever was putting the fighters in front of him was putting tomato cans and cab drivers. Because when you think about Tank career, when you think about it, and it's coming from this coming from a Tank fan. Tank my favorite fighter. But I have to call a spade, man. It is what it is. You can't keep getting away with the shit. And Mario Barrios stopped him. But Mario Barrios is up. He's not someone I can say is a 50-50 fight for Tank. I can't even say Roach was a 50-50 fight for Tank. Nobody knew Roach. Nobody really in the boxing world knew who Roach was before he fought Tank. They didn't know him. They thought Tank was going to stop him and keep it moving. Even though if y'all seen the press conference and all that stuff leading up to the fight, it was bullshit. It wasn't really no real pressure, nobody was there. You didn't see Calvin Ford, you didn't see none of them. You didn't see nobody. So you start seeing it right there, really. And then he's plugging, and then he said, I know my fighters.
Awesome. Awesome.
Tank, man. Unbelievable.
Awesome.
Yeah, that's what he said. I know who I'm fighting. They asked him, they said, well, is Shakur one? He said, yeah. That's what he said. Come to find out, Shakur wasn't one. Well, I tell you, I think he should give up the belt now. I think once you do start doing them things, them exhibitions and going that route and doing that stuff, um, your heart not in boxing no more. You're not. You're not there. You're not there. And it seemed like soon as you get to the door of fighting real competition, to where as though you can't duck nobody. Fuck it. You can't duck nobody, or you can't get around nobody, you know, um, because the fans is on your ass about fighting real competition. You run out of the sport of boxing, Tank. It is what it is, man. It's no secret. It's not hard to tell. It's not hard to tell. We talking about a fighter I've been following damn near since right before he turned pro. Because I was hearing about the hype around him. And then he turned pro. And he was knocking everything out, but it was all, when you look back at it now, it was all tomato cans. Tank don't have a career like Devin Haney. He don't. Tank Tank hasn't fought the competition Devin Haney fought. He just haven't. Loma. That's all I need to say, Loma. PBC kept Tank away from Loma all those years. When Loma got old, 36, 37, after the Garcia fight, they went right after Loma because they felt it was time. And that was a Floyd move because we all know that's what Floyd did. Floyd waited till fighters was little on their way out and things like that. You know, the second half of Floyd, he don't get props for a lot of fights. Now in the first half, Floyd, he was a knockout artist. He was nice. He was that guy. I give it to him. The first half, Floyd. I don't know nothing about Money Mayweather and the other stuff. I know uh the younger Floyd was a straight knockout artist. That was his thing. Beating everything up. You know, I really do feel he lost one fight against that Spanish boy, the first one. I really, really, really feel he beat Floyd that first fight. And they gave it to him. Castillo. I believe that's his name. Castillo. If I'm not mistaken. But back on Tank's scary ass. It is what it is. It's no secret. And I'm saying it's publicly. Publicly. Tank is a coward. You can go around and you're my favorite fighter, so I'm not going, but you can go around doing sucker shit, but you can't get in the ring and fight real competition because again, your whole career, I can't name one fight you had that was 50-50. I can't, I, I can't do it. I can't do it. You don't have the resume of Shakur Stevenson. You don't have the resume of Shakur. Shakur has a better resume than Tank. Just compare the two. It's obvious. Tank Tank went out like a fucking sucker on this one right here. Give the give the fucking belt up and keep it pushing, man. You don't want to fight. No heart having ass. You don't want to fight. Period. The world don't want to see you fight Jake Paul or Logan Paul. Who want to see that? Who want to see that? It's looking like David and Goliath. Bro, you 5'5". That man 6'2". With Tyson, he weighed in 224 pounds, something like that. So they have it, that you would go up to 190. 190 can't fit on your frame. Pause. Tank. How true that is, I don't know. Um, one thing, I salute Champ Shot. Salute the Champ Shot. One thing I started doing, I'm doing now, is having my receipts. That's a good thing. Always be able to back up what you say. And what I just said about the weight thing, I didn't hear it from Logan Paul or Tank or anybody. I heard it from social media. So, you know, I don't know how true that is. I don't know. But I tell you, it's 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 not right for the fans. Again, for the sport of boxing, and most important, your legacy. You just gonna be another fighter that fought to 25, 27, and with all knockouts except like 3 or 4 with one draw. That's all you have. It, you don't have nothing outrageous in the sport of boxing. And that's just being real. And you can't even dispute it. You can't dispute it. Besides, I say 2 or 3 fighters Tank fought. I said that's gonna be a good fight right there. But it wound up being another walk in the park. Easy. It was super easy. Then Devin Haney, he's still crying for Norman Jr. to take uh, 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 more VADA testers. If you don't want to fight, man, just say you don't want to fight. Period. Forget the diva shit. Now you worrying about someone power. How about when you fought Richard? When you fought Progress? Progress said he looked at you and said, "Damn, that nigga big." Y'all fought at 140. They said the night of the fight you was 25 pounds over Devin Haney. I know by looking at the fights, I seen from Loma, um, who else? Cambosis, Linares. You was huge over them cats. But Linares almost knocked you out in the 10th round. You was saved by the bell on that one. You walked back to the corner doing the stanky leg like a mug. Three guns up. Chat, subscribe to the channel. Please subscribe to the channel. I'm trying to get up to 1,000 subs. Subscribe to the channel. Hit the like button. Please, I ask you. Subscribe and like. I really appreciate it. Subscribe and like. That's all I ask. Subscribe and like. Subscribe to the channel. And salute to the chat. Salute to the cats that really get the notification to come check 12th round knockout out. But I tell you, God's willing, we gonna grow. We gonna grow. It's like everybody else. We don't have the worst content. I think our content is pretty decent. I think we kicking on all cylinders. We're a little different. We don't ride the wave. We don't. That's not what 12th round knockout is built of. We do our own thing over here. Facts. Wonder, what's up, man? What's going on? Did you subscribe to the channel? Did you subscribe, my boy? Did you subscribe? Like and subscribe to the channel. Like and subscribe to the channel. I appreciate it. Subscribe to the channel, my dude. I appreciate it. Thank you. And I want to talk about before I end this live, I just want to say a few things about uh Boots ducking ass. Now we know he's a cold duck. Just like Tank with Boots, name somebody that we could say was 50-50. Name, name, name any fighter he fought that you can honestly say it this is gonna be a 50-50 fight with Boots in this. Can't. You can't. He's the tomato can king. It's no secret. I'm not just talking because I have a hole in my head. I'm keeping it real. I'm keeping it all the way real. Who has boots in his fort in his whole career? Who has he fought? Who has he fought with some ground with a who has he fought that's going you know give him some good work? Who? Can't and he had 12th round knockout. We just call it how we see it. That's it. No more, no less. We call it how we see it. We watch boxing like everybody else. That's what we do. We're boxing fans. We into the boxing thing. And it just don't make any sense. Xander Zayas crying ass. He wanted to fight in Puerto Rico. All of a sudden, now you want to start fighting in Puerto Rico. That's not cool. It's not cool at all. You know, they sitting there, Golden Boy, Turkey Ali Sheik. They waiting for Xander Zayas to sign the contract, and he- these cats, man. I keep saying it, and I'm gonna keep pushing it out there. De La Hoya said it perfect the other night. He said it perfect. And what he said was, I can't wait till these breeds of fighters keep it pushing. In other words, he can't wait till the breed of fighters that's out there now, careers are over. These guys in the sport of boxing now, I've never seen no shit like these guys. Ever. Ever. These guys is so bent up on themselves, it don't make no sense. With the slick stuff all in their head, uh, like looking like Ricky Ricardo. Crazy. Crazy. But then arguing about contracts, arguing about dude, America's where it's at. America's where the money at. It don't make no sense. It don't make no sense. But I wanna shout out Bud Crawford. Shout out Bud. Salute to Bud. Dare to be great. Dare to be great. I'm gonna tell you, that boy Canelo Alvarez, never been a fan. Never ever has I been a fan of him. But I don't think he's gonna beat Bud. I really don't. You know? So shout out to shout out to people that came in the chat. Salute, salute, salute. I ask you, people that's in the chat now, it's a couple of people in there. Please like and subscribe. I ask you to like and subscribe. I end it the same way all the time. I never deviate from that. Jersey.